Hey guys, Dan Calder here with dancalder.biz and dancalder.com. Listen, I want to make a video for you quick about how to make videos that convert. And by convert, I mean a couple of things. One, that they drive traffic to, where it is you want to drive traffic to, which is the most important thing, but also that you get noticed. Okay? If you're not, on the first page of at least YouTube, if not Google, then, the likelihood of you getting noticed with free traffic, is pretty slim. Now, this is for free traffic, obviously, but a couple of things just real quick. One, you may or may not know, YouTube is the third most visited website in the world. Okay, I think it's right behind Facebook and Google, or Google Facebook, I believe. Um, and the other thing, real quick, before we get started with videos, is they convert 800 times better than a text ad does. Okay, now if if you're doing a Craigslist text ad, or solo ad, or whatever you're doing, a video is going to convert a lot better for you. So there's just a couple 5 quick tricks or things not to forget on how to accomplish that goal. So here we go. One, and most importantly, is the first one. Okay, getting backlinks. That's what's going to get. The backlink is essentially just other people linking to your video. Okay. Now that's going to get you likes, and you also want to shoot for getting likes and comments and shares and views, and ultimately getting your leads and getting your sales. Okay. Now accomplishing this stuff really isn't difficult. Okay. Some of this stuff, like just like what I'm saying right here, getting likes, comments, shares, and views. This isn't groundbreaking stuff, but this is just going to be, just a quick, relatively quick tutorial here on how to get on the first page of YouTube and Google. And it's really not that difficult. Backlinks are not that difficult to get. I can show you some tricks, and that's what we're going to do in this video. And I can even show you how to manufacture some likes and comments to get started. That's one way you can or cannot do it. You want to keep this mostly organic, okay? Because what you're ultimately shooting for is getting real people. There are some ways to get organic is not maybe possibly the right term, but I'll just keep going here and show you how to accomplish all this stuff for either between free and very, very cheaply. Okay. First off, okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, the first of the 5 things you need to remember is you have to get your video ranked. Okay, that's number one. If you don't get your video ranked, it's not going to get seen. Okay. Now the second thing to remember is you want to have a compelling title. Again, very simple stuff here, but you have to go over this. You have to not forget these things. Okay, have an eye-catching title. Use your keyword, which we're going to get to in a minute. What a keyword is? A keyword essentially is just a phrase or word. I sometimes wish we didn't use keyword because it can be a phrase. It's just whatever you type in. Best apple pie, or one-legged squirrel water skiing. Whatever somebody types into either Google or YouTube or any search engine for that matter. That's what a keyword is. It can be a phrase, but that's what a keyword is referring to. And also, you want to give them an incentive to watch. Okay. Now, not only are you trying to have a keyword so that the search engine spiders pick you up, but you also want to give the viewer, some reason to watch. Okay. So, just real quick, let me see. Do I have a? I don't think I do. I don't have a YouTube open, so we'll open YouTube up. And I got a lot of windows open here, but okay. So, let's go to my channel. Actually, you know what? I should do this another way, but I'll just show you real quick some compelling title. My channel will open up here. Okay. What's a good one I've got? There's one I want to show you about pings because it's going to follow up to, here we go, this one. How to get a bunch of free pings to your blog. Now this one is actually, I'm going to show you how it ranks in the search engines in a second here. But how to get a bunch of free pings to your blog. Now this one basically accomplishes both goals. Okay? Our goals were, excuse me if I can. Okay, we want to get an eye-catching title, and we want to give them incentive to watch. Oops, it sounds like my video started. So this accomplishes both goals. Let me pause this. Okay. So as you can see here, how to get a bunch of free pings to your blog. First of all, I'm going to show you how I ranked for how to get free pings. Okay, that's what I'm ultimately going to show you here. But how to get a bunch of free pings to your blog post that accomplishes both goals. It's eye-catching and it also encourages them to watch it. Okay, now if I come over and open another window here, just to jump ahead a little bit, and I go to Google, I type in how to get free pings. Okay, now you can see we've got 54 million. Now this is Google, guys, not YouTube. But out of 54 million results, you can see I'm right here. First page, you know what, 1, 2, 3, third position there. But I'm also the first video, okay? Now that's just one thing that took me, I don't know, about 20 minutes to make the video. Not even that long. And I also backlinked. I did some backlinking on it, which I'll show you here in a second. But it's that simple, okay? This is your end result. This is a simple one, but it's 54 million competitors, and it's first page, okay? So that's what your end goal is. Let's move on here. Okay, so that's it. That's just covering the title. But these are things you just do not want to forget. Okay. Now, once you've produced your video, and you're putting in your description on YouTube, don't forget to put a link in the description. Okay, preferably the first line. But the first thing you want to do is capture that lead, or at least generate them or send them to some sort of sales page, or if you're doing Amazon marketing or whatever, just and I can get into that later. But whatever it is you want to drive traffic to, make sure that the first thing you do underneath the video is put a link to the place you want to drive them to. I know that seems simplistic, but if you forget that, and a lot of people do, then your video is not accomplishing anything. Your viewer needs somewhere to go after watching the video. That's what I just said. I recommend sending to a lead capture page. The easiest thing to do is get them a lead versus getting a sale. Obviously, hopefully you get a sale on the first time. If you're involved with me, you've got a good shot at it. Just a second. Whoop, just a second, honey. Okay, sorry. That's a pluses and minuses of working from home, but that's why you do this. So, what was I saying? Okay, send to a lead capture page. That's what I said. I recommend to, try to have the first thing be, and you can do more than one link. Okay, you can do a blog post link to send them to the something that has more of an explanation about the video you just created, which is definitely something you definitely want to do. You want to be making blog posts about all the videos you make. It's just more backlinks. That in and of itself is a backlink for you guys. Okay. If you've got more than one blog, if you already had a blog and now you're in Empower with, so now you've got two blogs, put it in both, and it's fine to copy the whole article completely. Just as a quick jump ahead note on another subject for more, SEO rankings, you want to send backlinks from from one blog to another if you do happen to have two. Okay, this is just for people that have already had a blog and now joined Empower, so now you have two. Just always copy at least most of your articles, okay? This is kind of on a different subject, and I'll get back here, but copy both of your articles and backlink the blog you already had to your Empower blog. That's just going to feed traffic on both, frankly, but it's going to help your Empower blog too, which you obviously get more commissions on. So anyway, my whole point was you don't have to just worry about sending it to one or just having one link underneath your video. You can have two, but just make sure your first line is sending them to just a second, honey. Okay, guys, sorry again. Hopefully I'll be able to get through this video. So that's basically it for this. For the third thing to remember, okay, is just put a link in the description. Send them somewhere, okay, and don't be afraid to send them more than one place. So let's get a little bit on keywords. Use your keywords. Again, I just touched base on it. That is just essentially what it is. What traffic you're trying to get in front of. And that's really the best way to look at it. Just whatever traffic you're trying to get in front of, consider that your keyword. Okay. So that's what I mean by don't get intimidated. It's not difficult. They're just phrases. We already touched on that. And then in your description, okay, after you've put the link in your first and second line, then you want to work your keyword in the description. Now just make a 1, 2, 3 paragraph description in your YouTube description, excuse me, and work your keyword into it. Okay, that's not too difficult. You can make, one of your paragraphs can be a 1-line paragraph. Just make up 3 paragraphs, and it should be simple, based on the video you just created. Okay, and then put keywords into the tab section below the video. I'm going to show you another one here. In fact, let's look at this, I guess. So we'll click on this. You know, and I'm showing you this one for rankings. You know, I've still got 64 views, and I don't know, in a few months here. That's like 3 months. So you know that's not a groundbreaking one, but it's just show you how easy it is, and it's still free traffic. And the whole point is to constantly be making videos. Okay, some are going to get more views than others. Some of them are going to take off. But the more fishing poles you have in the water is the whole point. Okay, you want to drive. You always want to be working page strategies too, which we'll have to talk about in a whole other videos. But these are free strategies. Okay, these are ones you can produce at any time and generate leads. And I assure you, I get leads from these videos. Okay, so this one I made pretty simple. I was going to show you. The tabs. I don't see the tabs. Did I even put tabs on this one? So, but actually, you know, that works just fine. Here, I'll show you another one here real quick too. The point being, that's how powerful doing this stuff is. Okay, so you can see that I didn't even do all the steps, and I still got the result that I wanted. Okay, so I mean, you still, especially when you're starting out, because my YouTube channel has some authority now because I've had so many views, that I get ranked a lot easier. Okay, but I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. But you do definitely want to follow all those steps. Okay, the more you follow those steps, the better your odds are. That's what my point is. So we're gonna go back to Google here. I'm just gonna show you another one. And again, I think this is actually another bad example of me not following the steps. But I just want to show you that the results are there. Craigslist 101 video I did. Okay, and this one we've got 7 million competitors, 6.8 million competitors, and you can see again I'm the first video right here, or if you can see it right there, that's my video. There's my name there. So, and this one obviously is driving a lot more traffic. Oh, and I did need to discuss backlinks, show you how to get backlinks to help your videos along. Wouldn't be a very good video if I didn't show you that part, would it? So anyway, this one's got 3,000, 3,300 videos. And I didn't even, oops, pause this. And again, I didn't follow my own advice. Trust me, I've got a link, and I'll show you here in a second, but this I didn't actually, I was going more for SEO, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't put it in there either. It's right there, okay? And again, I didn't do the tags. So, I put that in on my birthday. So you can see I definitely had the links, and I assure you I get leads from this video. And it's right there in the first couple lines. But you can see I did 2 paragraphs here. One wasn't very long. You can see I worked Craigslist ad in, and Craigslist ad there in. So I got Craigslist in there twice, and I actually don't even have 101 in there. So you can see there, I'm not even following 2 out of my 5 rememberings there, and I can show you how. The reason that one of the tricks I did to get my some authority to my website here before I wrap up this video. Just a second. Okay, back again. So, like I said, that's just a couple of quick examples that what I'm talking about works. Okay, the how to get free pings and Craigslist 101. There's a couple. They had quite a bit of competition. You saw us on first page, excuse me, on both of those. And before I wrap up this video, basically I'm just show you how basically simple that was. First of all, let's finish this part here. The call to action is the other thing that you want to make sure you have in your videos before we get to the backlinks. And that basically I covered that already with having the link, but also in your video itself. Okay, you noticed at the beginning I told you dancalder.biz. That was driving, attempted just to get my link out there. If you'll see here before we even finish here, that we are going to have, I'm going to tell you to go to earningsloophole.com or dancalder.biz. Just real quick, by the way, if you're wondering who this guy is here, this is a free membership I'm giving to my list and on my team. Just basic, essentially marketing essentials. If you go to earningsloophole.com, you see the video what it is that I actually do, and then you'll have a free membership, and I'll get into that more. You have a lot more of these videos to see. So make sure you have the call to action. Put the link immediately in the description. LCP lead capture page. I already covered that. And don't forget, this is the reason you're making the videos, guys. Okay, you don't want to forget these 5 steps, because the reason is you want to have, you want to ultimately get leads and sales. Okay, that's the whole reason we're doing this. Okay, so let's get on to, I'm going to show you a quick, cheap way to get jump started on this stuff. Okay. First of all, you probably or maybe have not heard of Tribe Pro. Write that down. Okay. Tribe Pro is essentially a good way to use it. Besides doing backlinks on your own, sending your video to Facebook, recommend that, get people looking at it that way. That's obviously the way you want to go for some more free exposure. But as far as getting backlinks, now I'm gonna show you just if you go to Tribe Pro, the reason I'm gonna show you the cheap way is because if you go to Tribe Pro, and I highly recommend doing it. Okay, it's a great service, but you're gonna run, your advertising just on that alone to get your backlinks on your stuff is gonna run you at least $50 to $100 probably. And that's just really to get started at $50 and $100. You're really kind of clicking along, but you can even spend more than that. And it's totally worth it. I'm not saying you're not, but I'm giving you both options because everybody's got a different budget. So anyway, Fiverr may not be one you've heard of yet, or maybe you have, but you didn't know you could do this with it. And Fiverr is Fiverr.com. So what you do, okay, there's a couple things with your YouTube, okay. First of all, you can do YouTube views. Just type it in. I hope that's showing up. There's a little search bar off to the right. Just type in YouTube views or YouTube likes, or just YouTube. Well, you wanted to put YouTube views into this here. Okay, there's a couple things you can do. I'm gonna show you right out of the gate here. If you look, just in case you're new to Fiverr or whatever. I don't know what the default is actually. I think it's just newest from. I'm not actually sure what the default is, but there's one right here called rating. That's worth doing. The reason you want to do this, you always want to check whether you're buying solo ads or if you're ever buying any service, if you're paying for anything, look for reviews. Try to differentiate if they're legitimate or not, obviously, but look for reviews. Okay. 5,000 profiles. See, this guy is. Basically what these are is quick adrenaline shots to your video. Quick, cheap adrenaline shots to your video. I don't recommend doing this a lot. I mean, Tribe Pro, you can do that a lot. The one I'm about to discuss, you can do that. I recommend doing that on every video. But some of these, even though they'll say they're real views and real people, they're, and they may be, but if the ones that are incentivized, okay? So what my point is if you get one like this guy right here, they give you 10 comments, and even though it says real humans, no fake tube, he's right, but the comments aren't. They're incentivized, so these people are just going to put a couple of lines, and it's not going to be very. Sometimes you get lucky and they'll put a decent comment, but sometimes it's just not, and it's not spelled right, and it's just not a very good comment. So, but these, like I said, are just ways to get your YouTube quickly some authority. And before I get too far on that, if you do this, if you're coming out just out of the gate from scratch and you're just now creating your YouTube channel, do like a video or two, and then on the third video. And don't even get one of these monster ones. Let me go back to the auto. Oops. So what I'm saying is on your third video, just get, let me span down. I think there was one guy that didn't offer so much. Right here, 100 RealTube views. Maybe necessarily on your third one, you don't want to jump into this 2,500. Or some guy that's offering 10,000. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Just on your, make it a list, let's at least not be too crazy and don't draw attention to yourself. Your odds are infinitesimal that you're going to have any problems, but don't push it. Okay, so that's what I would say. And then you do this, this 100 RealTube views. This is if you're on a budget. Okay, I'm just giving you ideas on how to get views. And obviously on your third or fifth or sixth one, you can come up and jump up and get a little bit more here. And then kind of maybe leave this strategy alone. You've only spent $10, but you've kind of got some nice seed into your, SEED into your YouTube channel. So, but a more I hate to use the word legitimate because they both work, but another way, a better, cleaner way. I don't know, words escape me on a way to say that, but just a more consistent one that you should do. Okay. So I've typed Tribe Pro into this, and again, you can always just go to Tribe Pro and do this yourself. And if you can swing $100 a month, do that because that's the way to do it. But I'm gonna show you a more budget friendly way to do it. And when if you're first time hearing about this and you want to pull the trigger on it, just go to Tribe Pro. I'm not even gonna give you my link, which I should, but I'm not even gonna give you my affiliate link. I'm just gonna tell you to go to Tribe Pro and do it. So anyway, go to one of these guys right here. Okay. Again, it's the same money you're spending. Um, there's also people in here is a point that I don't want to forget is there's also people in here that will give you for about $25 they will do 30 days full of sharing. Okay, so that's more on your articles, but this is another budget friendly way. For about $25 you can just keep producing content all month long, and it's going to be shared, up to 3,000, 4,000 times, and that is some serious backlink, guys, and that is money well spent. Definitely, it's money well spent at 100, but I'm giving you a $25 way to do it right here. This is a little trick. And then the other way to go is obviously, hopefully, you put two and two together is to put your video in one of these guys too. Give them $5. And again, this isn't something you're necessarily going to do. Once you utilize, okay, some of those videos that I showed you, I probably use these strategies to jumpstart the video, and now they're ranked, so they're getting consistent views. I can tell you, I didn't obviously on the how to get free pings one. I didn't pay any money on that. That's just been getting natural stuff. I think I did seed the Craigslist 101, but that was a long time ago, and that's been getting a ton of views ever since. So that was, again, money well spent. And at $5 to get a video going and getting views every day. So here's a guy right here that'll do the 30 days, and I've actually worked with this particular guy. I'm not in the not getting any commission from using him. This KEZ 1000. It's definitely a good service. $25, and you've got a month's worth of views, and you can produce all day long, and that is money well spent, guys. There's no reason to just not produce when you get on the first page of Google and YouTube every time. So that's about it. I'm going to wrap up here again, following my own advice. If you're interested in this, you want plenty more videos on how to do this, go to earningsloophole.com, see what I'm doing, see how I'm making 100% commissions on all this stuff I'm telling you. And that is it, guys. earningsloophole.com, dancalder.biz. Wait for the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.